This is Staccato from the Second Street Dreams Audio Network. I'm Draylen Gibson. This week, I have a note dotting the classical music landscape. Sophie Mathieu, the Draylen Mason composer in residence. Composer Sophie Mathieu, The Girl by the Ocean. It's just one of the many compositions the 26-year-old has written, and what led, in part, to her being the first local composer chosen as KMFA's Draylen Mason composer in residence.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to play for all of you.
Back in January, when the announcement was made, Anthony McSpadden, KMFA's Director of Broadcast and Content, explained the other reasons she was chosen.
Her story is compelling. She found success as a cellist at Round Rock ISD's Westwood High School and was 4 times a winner in the Austin Symphony's Sarah and Ernest Butler Texas Young Composers Competition. She's a recent master's grad from the Butler School. She's well known in our community, with so many of the ensembles and performers KMFA already partners with.
It's been a busy time since the January announcement. In addition to being the composer in residence, Sophie is holding down a couple of jobs, one of them at Golden Hornet. She's also a music teacher and sings in choirs occasionally. But composing always comes first, with a focus on nature, the environment, and science. She composed this piece, Infinity Songs, using text written by astrophysicist Hao-Chin Wang.
When we look at the night sky, we see the universe is filled with stars. In between the stars, there seems to be nothing but vast, empty space. But the space surrounding stars...
So nature is something that's super inspiring to me. I'm constantly finding myself awestruck at the sort of magnitude of the forces in nature and how we as humans are sort of at odds with nature a lot of the time.
Expect the same when her commissioned piece as the composer in residence makes its debut on September 22nd.
It's called Night Poem. Thematically, the piece is about nature at nighttime and sort of how, when the human world kind of slows down and we all go back into our houses, how nature kind of, has this opportunity to thrive in the absence of humans.
George Preston is KMFA's Chief Executive Officer.
The purpose of this program is to spark new creations in classical music by composers from traditionally underrepresented communities. We make recordings of these compositions available nationally to our colleagues.
Are you nervous? How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good about it, actually. Getting to hear it was really incredible. Normally, as a composer, you're kind of going in blind to your premiere because, normally there's not a lot of rehearsal time. But I'm so thankful to KMFA, and it was really incredible to get to hear it in advance and, have the peace of mind, knowing that I can, tweak a few things before I submit the final version. And
her work certainly won't end when her time as KMFA's Draylen Mason composer in residence is over at the end of the year.
This is my career. I'm really excited. I'm hoping to, continue getting more commissions. I have another residency coming up at Southwestern University, so I have that to look forward to. And then in 2025, I have some other commissions that'll be premiering. A new work for bassoon and electronics coming up. That's the main one. I think a new work for a 5-string violin viola hybrid is on the books for Zach Madison of Invoke, who's a frequent collaborator of mine. So I'm really excited for that as well.
A new star is born.
Find out more about the upcoming debut of Sophie's Night Poem on September 22nd by checking the links on the Staccato page on secondstreetdreams.com. That's Staccato. I'm Draylen Gibson on the Second Street Dreams Audio Network.
And yet